Ooh, get your taste buds ready. It's a savory Sunday dinner you can put together in under an hour. A classic chuck roast with all of the fixings, and yes, in under an hour. Cooking instructor Stacy Springer is here with our favorite Sunday staple. Now, Stacy, no time, no problem. We can make this dish.
Super fast. This is the pressure cooker.
Okay.
Oh man,
it's awesome. We've heard a lot of buzz about this. What is the Instant Pot? What does it do exactly?
The Instant Pot is an electric pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is what makes it so fast. So you put a lid on it and it brings the temperature up to 250 degrees and keeps it there. So it cooks really fast. Electric cookers cook in half of the time, where a stovetop one, which I prefer, is a third of the time. So if you want it fast and you want to be able to control it better, stovetop. But this is great too because then it has a warm setting, so then you can leave and then it will just go to warm. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so you do a lot of cooking, a lot.
Yeah.
Having experienced this, knowing what it does, would you buy one?
Yeah. Yes. So I have an electric one, but like I said, I prefer the stovetop ones because they are faster and I can control them a little bit better. But this is a great alternative.
Okay.
And it's fast and it infuses tons of flavor.
Which is amazing because when you think of that Sunday roast, if you don't get it done by a certain time, you're like, well, shoot, now what am I going to make for dinner? But this, you can forget about it and then be like, oh, an hour before dinner, let's make it.
1 hour, this pot roast is done. It's so awesome.
Okay.
Shut the front door. I know.
Now, are there any other variations of this type of pot for people to consider, or is this kind of the one that's going around
I mean,
right now?
Yeah, this is the one I think is getting the most name recognition, but there are lots of them that you could choose. Okay. So there's tons. Pressure cooker is what you're looking for and not a rice cooker. Okay. Pressure cooker. Okay, so we have browned our meat before. That's what we want to do because that gets lots of flavor. What's cool about the pressure cooker is you can get away with doing only half of your meat. Oh, that's then you can just dump in the rest. So we've started browning already.
And we've got a little salt and pepper on those?
Little salt and pepper. This one does have a sear setting, but I found that it doesn't get quite as hot as doing it like in a pan on the stove, and then put it in there if you want a nice brown on it. Okay. That's what I found with this one.
So we pour it on there and just leave it in there to brown for a few minutes?
Yeah, a few minutes, and on all sides if you can. Okay, so now we've got that in, and now I'm gonna do my liquids. So I've got a little bit of mustard. Okay, so I put it in here.
Mustard, Dijon mustard,
whatever
just any
you want.
Okay.
This is just huge. This is just regular mustard. So this is liquid smoke. So it gives it that I've been cooking for 18 hours flavor. This is a Worcestershire sauce.
I can never say that. Yes. I think you nailed it on that one.
You totally did. Okay. Would you like to whisk?
Okay, I will whisk away.
And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna add in, I've got thyme and rosemary here, and then I'm just gonna add in some onions and garlic, and all can just go in. It's just fantastic. And then I've got baby carrots, so you don't feel like you have to cut a ton. It's totally okay to use those. Got some celery, just the normal base. Now this is kind of cool because it's a tomato paste, but it's in a tube.
Oh, and where do you find that?
Just at the grocery store in the tomato aisle. So I just want a couple of tablespoons. Just adds a little bit of depth to it, a little bit of flavor. And then I just drop my stuff. This is what happens in the kitchen. It's totally normal.
We throw food,
we get a
little messy.
And then we're gonna add our liquid, okay?
This little guy?
This guy, and then we add, I have beef stock over there. 3 cups of beef stock, and you can use stock or broth or water even if you want. That's it. That's it.
That's all.
We can do potatoes if we want. We don't have to.
And will they go? Those are the mini ones, and they'd go in.
Yeah, and they go on top. And I would put them in at the same time. We don't want to fill too full. Oh, look, and it's going to tell us when it's on right and when it's on wrong. So don't worry, I'm a professional.
It's a little R2D2.
I've got this.
Talking to us.
So now it's on, and I'm going to set it for 60 minutes. If you set the beef setting, I think it's like half an hour, so you're gonna have to go to a manual setting. Make sure it's sealed. It's gonna let you know it's gonna have a little bit of a steam, and then it starts timing 60 minutes when it gets up to pressure. So it may take 15 to 20 minutes to get up to pressure. Okay. So note that, and then the time to come down.
My question is, a lot of the reason people use the roast and make it last, cook it for so long is to get that tender meat. Does this still deliver our tender meat?
Oh yes, it's so good. Because of that temperature that it holds inside, it breaks down all those tough tissues, and it's good. I have it, would you like to partake?
Yes, of course. Okay, so tell us about your classes that you're going to be having.
So I teach cooking classes, small group, because I want people to get involved. I have one coming up, and it is meal prep. because I don't know how much we're planning on, you know, ahead of time. And so we're going to do that, lots of variety, but things that you have in your pantry. So I'm going to do a pantry stocking list as well.
Oh, that's such a great class.
Yeah.
And okay, get in, look at this. Get in nice and close. She was not lying about the tender nature.
It's very tender.
This is like it's been cooking all day.
And so simple.
And it's so delicious. Yes. Thank you so much for being with us, and such a delicious recipe for Sunday dinner. Real fast, shout out to your website so people know where to go.
Do it, ekbites.com, and if you register for the meal prep class, you get $20 off if you put in Studio 5.
Woo, wonderful. Oh, delicious. You got to try that out for Sunday. Thanks for being with us.